Hello and welcome to the DCSAA quarterfinals.
Yeah.
We have Wilson boys varsity basketball versus Sidwell Friends boys varsity basketball. Tonight you're gonna have Gabriel Vani,
And Nathaniel Ligman.
and we're gonna be calling the game for you here at Wilson Senior High School in Northwest Washington, D.C. We're gonna get started here in a couple minutes. Both these teams, pretty well-respected teams in their conferences. Wilson did pretty well in DCIAA. Unfortunately, they just fell short to Roosevelt. They had the lead for most of that game, but with foul trouble and other things like that, they let go of the lead and lost in the final seconds. Great game, great tournament. Nothing they should hang their heads on. You know, all they need was a couple calls to go the other way, and they would have won it. We're gonna do the national anthem here, and we'll get back to you after that. Right, and we're gonna get to the starting lineups.
Starting for Sidwell. Number 1. Number 2. Number 12. Number 15. At number 14.
Once again, that's number 1, Ryan Cornish. Number 2, Mr. Gillis. Number 14, we don't have his number. Number 12, Ashley Fossey, and number 15, Brown.
Starting for Wilson. Number 0, Eric Morgan Jr.
He's lethal from beyond the three-point line.
Number 1, Nasir Best.
Just a great overall hard worker. He's really the heart and soul of this team.
Number 5, Messiah Brown.
Messiah Brown's the same type of player. You know, he's Mr. Go-To, Mr. Reliable. He's a good player in and out.
Number 11, Philip Carter.
Yeah, Philip Carter, he's a big body down low, but he's also got that mid-range.
And number 2, Darren Buchanan Jr.
Yeah, he's the star of the show here, but He got in foul trouble last game, him, Philip Carter, and Messiah Brown, and it ended up costing them. So let's see if they can try to keep the fouls under control today.
This will be an interesting matchup. Last time these two teams matched up, it was a great game. It was in the finals of the DCSAA, and Wilson lost on a heartbreaker on a 3 to this Sidwell team. But both teams have changed a lot. With both teams last year had a lot of seniors, and we'll see how it goes this game.
Yeah, this is going to be a great matchup today. We expect Wilson to come out with a lot of energy here in front of the home crowd, and coming off that near loss in the DCIA championship game to Roosevelt, who's also in the state tournament.
Because it'd be interesting if Wilson and Roosevelt wins. They're both in the quarterfinals of the DC kind of, since we're not a state, but the city championship.
Semifinals.
What?
Semifinals.
Yeah, they'll play in the semifinals because they're on the same side of the bracket.
So great matchup here. We're excited to get underway. 4 8-minute quarters, and we're going to start off here. Looks like Sidwell Friends is going to win the tip.
Wilson sets up in their aggressive man defense right now.
Nasir Best, a great defender, leading it off. It's a great drive inside, and that's an easy 2. No real hope defense there once he beat the first man. Darren Buchanan Jr. with the ball here.
Some off-ball screens right now. Trying to get the shooters open.
Eric Morgan for 3. That's where he likes to be. He's great from beyond the arc, and he'll make you pay. It's a 3-pointer for Wilson.
Big 3 to start off the game for Wilson. He's their knockdown shooter. That's one of the main guys that you don't want to leave open.
Sidwell Friends, good ball work here. They got the inside. Good deflection there by Darren Buchanan Jr. to take the ball away.
Sidwell's in the man defense also. Great defense right here by Sidwell, not getting anything to basket for Wilson. Got to go quick with 5 seconds on the shot clock. And
it appears to see some there appears to be some sort of issue with the shot clock here, just the way that the number was presented. No, I think it was with the shot clock, the way that the number was presented was kind of confusing. The ref stopped it, but there's going to be 4.5 seconds here to inbound the ball. Good play there by Wilson. They're going to get 15 seconds now on the shot clock because of the kick ball violation.
Yep. Even though I don't think that play was intentional, it was a lot of offensive rebounds. And they finally put it in.
That's good hard work on the offensive glass, and it really matters for Wilson because they love to shoot the ball, and if they can get Darren Buchanan Jr. down low to clean up, then they're going to have a good night scoring on the floor.
Good defense right here by Wilson. Like to cause a lot of turnovers. They've decided not to go into their press defense right now, but we'll see if they bring that out later in this game.
So a little interesting here with Nasir Best bringing the ball up the floor. Maybe get him some off-action screens.
Yeah, Wilson likes to run their 3-guard set with Nasir Best, Eric Morgan, and Messiah Brown. They'd like to change it up a lot about who brings up the ball
That's a great play there by Eric Morgan Jr. Lower the shoulder, give him the big body, and get the 2 at the end of it. The energy here is great tonight. Oh! Jr. with the big block.
He says no, 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 and not letting anything easy inside.
It's a great play there.
You can see the energy here in the building right now.
And you can see that in that last play, Darren kind of baited him a little bit, wanted him to get up in that shooting motion so he could try to swat that ball away. Good defense.
There's a lot of Wilson students here in attendance. This might be the most packed game this season so far.
Yeah, they were handing out T-shirts before. They got newspapers in their hands. The fans came prepared, and it's really good for the environment here. The community, they're loving it, and it's a great matchup. Eric Morgan Jr.
Another 3.
It's no good.
And that's going to be a foul on Sidwell.
It's going to be on the floor too, so the ball's going to be inbounded instead of shots.
See if they try to get another alley-oop play to Darren. They like to run a lot of those because he's one of the taller players on the court and he's very athletic. It's going to be another foul.
Yeah, you gotta think that this inbound play is gonna go to Darren. Talking with the coach. Yep. Oh, they kick it back out wide. Let's see.
Another 3.
The 3 by Eric Morgan.
Oh, just in and out. That would have been a big 3 for Wilson to extend the lead to 4. Pull-up jumper. And he knocks it down.
Mid-range jumper there, and he gets to go. Well done there by Philip Carter.
Interesting to see the matchup switch with Darren on the point guard for Sidwell.
Good rebound there by Eric Morgan Jr. Wilson here, they really have length on all parts of the floor, so it's easy for them to get rebounds, which is key when you're playing in high-level games like this where there are some very good shooters, so you got to take advantage of all of the rebounding opportunities. Darren Buchanan Jr. doing some work inside. He'll go towards the rim and he'll get his own rebound and 11-8 lead Wilson.
You can't give that up to him. You can't let him get multiple opportunities at the basket. I mean, it's hard enough to give him 1 opportunity, but if you're giving him 2, it's most likely he's going to go in.
Three's no good there by Sidwell. And Nasir Best will bring it up to 4.
A lot of their offense runs through either Darren inside or leading to try to get Eric Morgan for a 3.
Yeah, Darren's going to be looking for those lanes in all night. Sidwell can't manage to get it in from close range on the other end, and it's going to be Wilson ball coming out.
Those are those easy ones that you've got to think, oh, if Sidwell knocks that down, like they have 2 easy opportunities right in front of the basket and couldn't finish either one of them. And that's It's going to be a travel.
Yep. Shuffled his feet there before he went in.
Switching to their press. Oh, number 3, Jay Young checks into the game. And out checks Messiah Brown.
Yeah, they got a mismatch inside Sidwell, friends. If they want it.
They switch back. Couldn't take advantage of that mismatch with Philip Carter on the guard.
3 seconds left. The shot goes up. No good. Rebound there by Dan Buchanan Jr.
Trying to slow the game down a little bit with a minute left in this first quarter.
Good pass there to get it to keep possession of the ball and not commit a travel.
Good defense right here by
Bass
Sidwell.
going hard towards the basket, and it's good for 2. He's a gritty player down low. He's willing to do anything for the team, and he's really physical, which is a great presence for Wilson to have.
It's gonna be a foul on Wilson inside.
It's gonna be on Jay Young, the 3rd. Again, looks like Sidwell's trying to take advantage of that mismatch, and Jay Young had no choice but to.
Darren's gonna get a rest and check in Connor Venable. Bad defense right there by Wilson, giving up a wide open layup right inside. We're gonna have to go quick with 20 seconds left in this first quarter. Shot clock is turned off.
Eric Morgan Jr. for 3. It's no good. With Eric Morgan Jr., he started off the game
1 for 1.
Yeah, started off the game 1 for 1, and then he's kind of been pulling back on his jump shots there. It hasn't really been followed through, and you can tell because the ball's getting some weird spins and
he missed his next 3 3-pointers after that. So slowed down a little bit, but all have been good looks and all have been pretty close to going in.
Welcome back to the start of the second quarter. Wilson up 13-10. And pretty good first quarter for Wilson. Sidwell just finding a way to hang around.
Oh, a lot of contact, but no foul
pass
call.
gets deflected, and they give it to Sidwell. I'm not sure I agree with that call. I'm pretty sure that went off of Sidwell last, but the refs saw it differently, so we'll defer to their judgment.
Great defense right by Connor, hooking up full court. Just gives them 20 seconds to 30 seconds to score.
Connor going for the steal there, couldn't quite get it, but does a good job of getting back in good defensive position. And they leave a Sidwell shooter open. Jay Young there with the rebound.
I think they tried to switch on that possession. They caught a lucky break after Sidwell misses a wide open 3.
Philip Carter here drives inside. Ball gets taken away. And
They got the fast break, 3-on-1.
Big 2 points there as Sidwell narrows down Wilson's lead to just 1. Eric Morgan Jr. for 3, and they're gonna call an illegal screen. In comes Darren Buchanan Jr. Out comes Philip Carter. So Sidwell with a chance to get the lead on this possession. Wilson a little late on their switches, and they'll get the rebound off a missed 3 from Sidwell. Darren Buchanan Jr. wants to go 1-on-1. They'll take it inside. Not a great shot there.
Great defense right there by Wilson.
Sidwell needs to keep moving this ball here, find the open man. And they go inside, that's gonna be a charge. Great play there by Jay Young III to just stay his ground and absorb the contact.
Great defense right there by Wilson. That's one of the things that I've heard in before that coaches talked about. He's practiced, is they practice taking charge in the practice, and clearly showed out right there.
Yeah, it really is a difficult thing to do, and you got to be really careful that it doesn't turn into a blocking foul. And it looks like it's going to be a reach in there on Sidwell. And there appears to have been something thrown on the floor there by one of the fans behind the basket. The refs are going to take a break here, try to figure out what happened. We'll take a quick break here. It's 13-12 Wilson, 5:42 left in the second quarter. We're back, 5:42 left in the second quarter, 13-12 Wilson. There appeared to have been something thrown on the floor there, and the refs didn't like it. There was a lengthy conversation with the Wilson coach to try to resolve the issue, and it looks like for now it has been resolved, but we'll keep an eye on it. And three-pointers no good there by Wilson. Sidwell with a quick break. Oh, and that's another one.
Charge.
Jay Young coming in clutch here on the defensive end. That's 2 charges he's taken for the team.
I don't think he needed to force that inside. I think they had a little bit of numbers on that play. I think they could have slowed it down a little bit and gotten a better look than forcing it inside.
Yeah, Jay Young's not really known for his defense, but these past 2 possessions he's really come in clutch. As Connor Venable drives inside him, they're going to call a shot on him. Looks like he's going to come out and take a break.
Wilson in these big games like to go mainly 8 or 7 deep. Let's see if they opt to so far they've gotten 7 deep, and see if they go deeper in their bench.
Second free throw there is good by Sidwell Friends. So the traveling Sidwell fans here, they're getting loud, they're getting excited, their team's taking the lead, and that's going to be a foul on Wilson to avoid the quick break.
Jay Young's going to check back into this game.
That's a travel. That's going to be Wilson ball.
Wide open lane. Oh, and he missed the layup.
Yeah, it almost looks like he got caught up between dunking and laying in the ball, and when he got up there, he just lost track of it. Can't really miss too many of those opportunities, though, especially in states where the competition is just so much higher.
Been mainly a defensive showdown so far, with both teams combining for only under 30 points.
Looks like it's going to be Wilson ball here. Messiah Brown will take it up the court. Dish it to the Darren Buchanan Jr. who's looking for a cut. Opens up the. Yep.
Also needs a basket right here. They've been really slow in the second quarter to score.
Eric Morgan Jr. for three, and he'll nail it. Big momentum builder there.
That's his second three of the game.
It's a big one, too. Sidwell was kind of claiming some momentum. Their fans were getting a little riled up. It's good to sit them down, and good work there in the paint to tie up the game.
Great defense play right there by number 1 for Sidwell. Just hustling for the ball, and it leads to a Wilson turnover.
So going into a timeout here by Wilson. It's 16-16, 2:39 left in the second quarter. .235 left here in the second quarter. 16 all. It's a good matchup here between Wilson and Sidwell Friends at Wilson Senior High School here in Northwest DC. Great ball movement there by Sidwell Friends. Couldn't get the shot off. 10 seconds left on the shot clock, and they got a wide open shooter for three, and it rims out. It's going to be Wilson ball here going forward. Good rebound there. Jay Young for three, and he nails it. Jay Young and Eric Morgan Jr. both great three-point shooters for this Wilson team, and
Big
You
three
leave
right
them
there by
open.
Wilson, giving
Yeah.
Wilson the lead again.
Good steal there by Darren Buchanan Jr. And he's going to get fouled on the break. Wilson with some good ball movement here. For them, I tried to go inside. Jay Young will just pull up for three and over him out. Not a great shot there.
Yeah, it was very contested. I think they could have gotten a better look there. I think they're focusing on too much trying to get a three, and definitely, like you were saying, they could try to attack the basket more.
Sidwell nails the three. Number one for Sidwell is having a great game so far, really keeping his team in it. I don't know if he'll be able to keep it up for the rest of the game though, so it's going to have to be more of a team effort as we get into the second half. Darren Buchanan with the dish out to Eric Morgan. And Philip Carter will miss the buzzer beater there as the shot clock expires. Sidwell moves the ball forward.
And Sidwell calls a timeout. See, those kinds of shots like that Philip Carter missed layup are the things that are killing Wilson, not letting them expand this lead.
19-19 here, 25 seconds left. We'll take a quick break. .25 seconds left, 4 seconds in between the shot clock and the game clock. Good cut there towards the basket, and that's going to be another charge.
And Wilson fans are not happy with that call.
No, they
oh,
called
no,
it
it's
a
going to be a
charge.
One ref called a block and one called a charge, so I was confused about that call.
From this point of view, that was definitely a charge. It was great defensive play there. But 4.6 seconds left here. Maybe just try to get this ball across and then call a timeout, set up a play.
Struggling to get it in right here.
Eric Morgan three.
And it's off.
Misses. And this game's gonna be 19-19 going into halftime.
Very
Good
slow
half by
offense.
both teams. We'll get back to you for the start of the second in about 10 minutes. right, we're back here for the start of the second half. 19-19. Sidwell Friends versus Wilson DCSAA quarterfinals here at Woodrow Wilson Senior High School in Washington, D.C. Oh, that's great defense there by Jay Young. He's going to take it to the rack for an easy 2 to give Wilson an early lead here. Let's see if Wilson can finish it off in front of their home fans.
Jay Young has stepped up a lot in this game, especially on the defensive end. He's had, I think, 2 charges and now that steal.
After the timeout here, Sidwell inbounding the ball.
Wilson's came out in a lot of energy right now in the second half. With caused a turnover and just seem like they're hustling more than Sidwell is right now. Another timeout by Sidwell.
Great defense there by Wilson to force 2 timeouts. Once again, 23-19 when we return. Sidwell's gonna get a second shot at this one, trying to get a play off the inbound here.
Great defense right here by Wilson. They're switching a lot of everything.
Give Sidwell the open jumper, and they'll convert it to a 2-point game. Philip Carter here with the ball. Let's see if he tries to take it to the rim. And that's gonna be a travel. Yeah, that looked a little awkward. I'm not sure if it was actually a travel, but it was just an awkward looking play, and the refs are gonna call that most of the time.
I don't think that's who you want on the perimeter with the ball for Wilson. I think you want one of your guards or even Darren to have the ball. I would want him more inside and feeding to him inside or just catching it and shooting it, not perimeter.
I'm actually okay with Philip out there. I feel like, you know, if he can get a full head of steam going towards the basket, then, you know, he's a great finisher down there, and you know, try to make something happen near the rim. But yeah, I agree. They shouldn't have him being the ball handler out there. Another great play, and they're gonna call it a charge, I believe. Yeah. So Sidwell spending those 2 timeouts, but it was worth it getting back into the game, tying it up at 23. Number 1 for Sidwell, having a great game. He's really where most of their offense is coming from. And that's going to be a foul on Jay Will. Looks like maybe a reach-in. Sidwell fans getting a head of steam here. Let's see if Wilson can try to quiet them down. Another great effort play there by Jay Young. Unfortunately, he can't get the ball.
I think both teams are playing off their fans a lot. There's a lot of Sidwell fans here, but there's a lot of Wilson fans, and I think if the fans can keep up the energy, it can help both teams succeed.
Yeah, this game is a lot about momentum. We haven't really seen free throws yet, and it's Eric Morgan Jr.'s open for 3. He'll miss. Great rebound there by Jay Young. Oh, and a good block there by Sidwell Friends. Wilson on its heels. Sidwell Friends inside. It's a great finish. Sidwell Friends will take the lead here, 25-23. Looks like Coach Hernandez thinking about maybe a timeout here.
It's been a very back and forth game. This is this is Sidwell's first time leading in the second half.
Good drive inside there by Philip Carter. He's going to go to the line for the game's first 3 free throws. Excuse me. Actually, no, the second time we had free throws this game.
It's been a mainly defensive game with both teams being held under 30 points. A lot of times you would see Wilson score as many of these points as like 23 in the first half. In the first quarter. But through the whole game, they've only scored 24 now. See if they can tie this game back up right now. And Phillip knocks down 2 of 2. Full court pressure from Wilson. We didn't see much of this in the first half.
Yeah, they don't really seem too committed to the press here. Maybe get back in their normal defense here. Oh, great block, and they're gonna call that a foul.
That's a foul. It was mainly all ball at first, but then as he moved forward, it slid and hit hand, I think, a little bit.
Yeah, but as long as you get the ball first, whatever comes after that is just natural play. It's different if it hits the hand first, then the ball. That's a foul. That's a tough call to make there. As Sidwell converts the first free throw. And the second one's good too. Wilson down by 2 here. Halfway through the third quarter.
Oh, Blake, great move.
Eric Morgan Jr. for 3. It's no good.
Both teams did not get a good look either way. I think both teams can slow the game down a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like Nasir Best is checking in here, and he's a great addition to Wilson. He's a guy that will calm the game down, get Wilson some good looks, and give him a hard fought.
And Eric is not happy with that call.
Yeah, Coach Hernandez not liking some of the calls here, but looks like Messiah Brown's going to take a break here as Nasir Best comes in.
Oh, and he misses.
Good rebound there by Darren Buchanan Jr. Jay Young to the rack, and he's going to get fouled. That's 2 free throws. .230 left here in the third quarter. 27-25, Sidwell Friends. As Jay Young makes the first free throw.
Both teams have not gone deep into their bench. I think Sidwell's only gone 6, and Wilson's only gone 7.
Messiah Brown's going to check back in. And he's going to come back in for Nasir Best. So Nasir only a short amount of time on the floor. He's definitely a player I'd look. First free throw is good there by Darren Buchanan Jr. He's going to get a second one from the line. And he'll nail it to give Wilson the lead.
Good pressure here from Wilson. We got the mismatch again. We'll see how they attack it. Wide open three, but he decides not to take it. 2 seconds up in this third. Great defense right there for Wilson to close out that third quarter.
Back for the start of the fourth quarter here. Wilson up 31-30 heading into the last 8 minutes of this game. Each team fighting to keep their season alive here.
Trying to get the ball into Darren. Doesn't work this time. It's going to be a turnover.
Potential travel there. Didn't get called, but something to keep an eye on.
The Wilson crowd is chanting, "You can't score."
Good defense there. It's going to be a reaching. So Wilson fans heating up here for the fourth quarter, chanting "You can't score," and
a little bit at that break between the third and fourth quarter. 2 Wilson fans went over to the Sidwell student section and waved their shirts that they got before the game.
Great inside pass, and that's going to be a foul.
This game has had many lead changes, many ties. We'll see which team comes out. It's really about what part of the game ends at, because it's been Wilson leading by 2, Sidwell leading by 2, tied game, things like that, the whole game. Neither team have really expanded the lead past 4, I feel like.
Second free throw is no good, but Wilson will still keep the 2-point lead with their high press here. Looks like Sidwell's just going to get it over. And that's a wide open 3 for number 1. It's no good. It's an unusual miss for him. Just your best. He's got the matchup he wants.
Great defense, though. They got the switch. It's going to be an offensive foul. I don't think he's happy with that call.
Yeah, I mean that was a little bit of a light call, but there was some of a push off. Like there was somewhat of a push off there.
Yeah, he used his offhand a little bit to extended it. They usually call that.
I could see why the ref called that. I wouldn't necessarily have called that. Just seemed a little light, but nonetheless a foul. And Sidwell Friends, they go towards the basket here. They're gonna pull it out for 3, and it's good.
Big 3 right there by Sidwell to give them back the lead.
It's gonna be a foul on the floor.
One more foul.
8 fouls, so it'll be a 1-and-1.
That's going to be a 1 more for both teams. 1 more foul on both teams, and it's going to be a 1 and 2 teams will be, actually no. It's 7 fouls.
7 fouls is 1-and-1, 10 fouls is an automatic 2 at the line. So free throws from here on out for both teams. A big chance for Darren to tie the game.
The killer miss. Missing the front end of a 1-and-1 is gotta kill you in these games when it's so close. He's holding the Masai's hand right there, but no foul's called. 4 seconds, gotta go quick.
Shot clock violation, it's gonna be Wilson ball.
Great defensive possession. Wilson fans are standing up right now. They need to wipe the floor a little bit right now.
That's gotta make Coach Gore happy. He just brought all these shirts for the fans, and they're being used as cloths here to wipe up the floor. Back to the game, 33-32. Sidwell Friends here. Wilson trying to look for
Giving Jae Young wide open 3.
That's Messiah Brown, who missed the 2-pointer. Five minutes left here. 1-point game, and that's gonna be a charge for sure. Jae Young's been taking them all game. That's something we haven't really seen. Like early in the season, we saw maybe 1 or 2 charges here, but tonight he's up towards 4 or 5.
Both teams have played great defensively. It's been not much offense through this whole game. It's been a lot of great defense by both teams.
Yeah, very low-scoring game. Usually we see Wilson score this amount of points in a half. So it's kind of uncharacteristic of them. So they drive to the rim, and that's a hard fought too. But a much
That's a big time. That's a big time finish right there by Messiah Brown. Just be able to rise up over the bigger defender. That's a big time play.
Sidwell with a great answer there to reclaim the lead.
Wilson's gonna take this timeout.
4:26 left in the fourth quarter. 35-34 Sidwell Friends. This game, as we get back from the timeout, this game's going to come down to free throws. It's going to be a close game, and whoever can make free throws at the end when they're getting fouled.
Wide open three right there, but Jay can't knock it down. That would have been a huge three if he could finish that one. It would give Wilson back the 3-point lead, but got to get a stop now.
That's going to be a charge.
That's going to be another charge.
Jay Young taking him for the team. That's at least his 5th. So critical.
He's been absolutely amazing on this defensive end in this whole game.
Yeah, and usually he's known for the great 3-point shooting ability, but he's been stepping it up in a new way today. Best with the ball here. I would be surprised if they didn't go towards the rim here. Trying to get a 2 inside. One of their bigger guys. Inside, Brown inside, and he's going to get the layup.
That gives Wilson the lead. Shot clock was not. Sidwell calls another timeout with the score of 36-35. This is going to be 3 minutes left.
Back from timeout here, 36-35. Wilson over Sidwell Friends. 3 minutes left in the season for one of these teams, and the other one will move on to the DCSAA quarterfinals. Semifinals.
Great defense area by Wilson, but it leads to wide open three.
The rims out. Good rebound, and we'll get a chance at 2 free throws from the line.
Try to bring back the lead for Sidwell.
Number 1's had a great game. Wouldn't expect anything less but for him to hit both these free throws.
And he misses the first free throw.
Yeah, I mean, when you're looking at those Wilson fans, it's kind of hard to hit some of those free throws. There is some belly dancing down there, I can tell you that much.
Big free throw right here. And he misses 2 of 2. That's a big break for Wilson.
And that's
slow this game down.
That right there, that's being a high schooler and seeing those fans behind there. You're not used to that yet.
One of the first times in the second half where,
Wilson can try to extend their lead here and really put Sidwell in a difficult position.
Still got to get a bucket. 4 seconds. Inside.
And
Nasir hits a big shot. Still in their press.
20 seconds left.
They're backing up.
Sidwell down 3. No need to panic.
You do a 2-3 zone.
Just get the best available shot here for Sidwell.
Big play right here. Sidwell's got to get a bucket if they want to get back in this game. Could have taken a 3 right there, but chose not to.
Oh, man. There should be a couple travels here.
Oh, and he
Another
misses.
3 rims out.
Now Wilson can hold for this whole 29 seconds.
Wilson's
Wait for
gonna
the
try to
shot
take
clock.
on the
Have a
clock.
minute and
I don't
minute and
know.
20
I
seconds
don't know
left.
how I feel about taking the shot clock all the way down. I feel like 2 points here by moving the ball is a lot more valuable than maybe wasting some of the clock.
I think they got to start moving. 9 seconds on the shot clock.
Darren's got to take this one to the rim. You see her best inside, and they're going to call a charge. Nope, it's going to be a block.
And Sidwell wanted that charge right there, but couldn't get it.
It's going to be 2 free throws at the line from Nasir Best.
And Nasir's going to have 2 shots at the line.
And I believe that was the 5th foul on someone. We'll be back after the break. Coming back after that brief break, it appears that number 12 for Sidwell Friends has fouled out of the game, giving Nasir Best 2 free throws at the line, and Nasir will knock down the first one. A little easier to shoot free throws when you're looking at maybe a door as opposed to some of the Wilson fans. Nasir Best for the second one. And it's good. Really just a palm player here for Wilson. Big part of this team.
Now, if you're Sidwell here, you don't need to force a 3. You can still get a quick 2 and then foul or try to get a quick stop.
Got to see some good ball movement here, though. Got to try to get Wilson when they switch. Inside, when they get the 2 to go, with a minute left here.
3-point game.
If you're Wilson, you just hold this ball. Now it's when the 30 seconds is a lot more important than the 2 points. They're going to call timeout. I'm not sure I like that call of calling a timeout there.
I don't know. You get your guys to slow down. You get them.
We'll be back after the break. After the timeout here by Wilson, they're gonna have to inbound it, and well, thought Sidwell was gonna bring more heat there on the inbound, but they didn't. Once again, though, Wilson can hold this ball, take it down all the way to about 30 seconds left. Eric Morgan Jr. for 2, and he gets it.
It's a big shot right there by
Ice
Eric
in his
Morgan.
veins. Great shot there. Really came in clutch.
Now Sidwell needs a quick score. Oh, he had the 3, didn't take it.
He'll take the elbow jumper and he'll get it. That's a clutch 2 point to make it a 3-point game here. We're gonna take a quick break. 42-39, 18.1 seconds left here in the game. Wilson's inbounding.
Sidwell's got to hope for a quick turnover or a quick foul and to miss both free throws.
It's a great inbound pass.
Oh, and they got it! That's a costly turnover. If Wilson loses this game, that's going to be the deciding factor.
Just a brief miscommunication.
They're going to hope.
Sidwell needs a 3 here, and I'm not liking their chances. Sidwell for 3, and it's no good.
And that's going to be game.
Wilson's taking it.
Wilson wins 42-39. And they're moving on to the semifinals. The semifinals.
And they're going to rush the court here.
As the students crash the court.
Great game here. 42-39 is your final from Woodrow Wilson High School. Great post-game celebration. I don't know, bro. Jay. Here. Good performance there. Well done. Way to close it out at the end. Some big defensive plays there. Drawing a lot of charges. How was it to get it done on the defensive end this time when you're so used to getting it done on the offensive end?
You had to do whatever I had to do whatever I had to do. Like I had 1-3, but my other shots weren't falling, so I just try to do whatever I can do to let this team win, and I did what I had tonight.
And how much of this game was a little bit of an aftertaste from that DCSAA final game, and how much did you guys really have to put your head forward towards this game and forget about the last one?
Yeah, for us, it was bigger than us, really. It was bigger than us. It was for the seniors last year. Ro, Los, Kai, Kel, Jay, all of them. Mine too, even though he wasn't a senior, he left. But it was for them, because they went out like, I didn't want them to go out like that. So today, this was for them.
Yeah, and how did the fans impact you guys tonight? I mean, obviously they were loud, but did it like put you guys to the extra mile? Like, how did it impact you guys?
The fans really is what drove us tonight. This is probably one of the biggest turnouts of our students that we've seen. So we just need their support the rest of the year.
All right, congratulations. We'll see you Friday night.
Yes, sir.
I believe, and,
yes, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you.
coming up here with Coach Hernandez, head coach of the Wilson basketball team. Coach Hernandez. We're not going to try to take too much of your time. You got a team to get back to, but towards the end of the game there, with the close moments, how are you guys able to pull through?
I mean, it's just watching film and continuing to watch. You know, I watched Sidwell game from last year, the state championship, about 3 times a day, and just watched kind of the fourth quarter, and just wanted to remind myself of what happened, where we made mistakes at, what we didn't do, and I think that down the stretch, I told them at the beginning of the game and all practice all week, stay down. And he tried to get it on the last shot. He tried to get him to jump and get a foul, but we stayed down with our hands up, and and we came out victorious. But Sidwell, credit to them. They're a well-coached team. They're young, so they're getting it now, and they're going to be together for a long time. And it's exciting to see that the Northwest side of basketball is really good. Out of all the schools, you know, this side of town does really well. And so we'll get ready for our game on Friday. I heard that Carroll was up 20 on Roosevelt, and so we'll probably play Carroll. Don't count that. Don't mark me, but, you know, that's what I heard. But I don't know the final score yet, so it was a good game.
And, Jay Young struggled a little bit on the offensive end, but he came in clutch on the defensive end a number of times there. How do you feel like your team responded to not being able to get it go so much on the offensive end?
I mean, Jay Young, we decided that Sidwell's a defensive team, and so they will your fundamental sound. And so I just told him, I told Jay, I said, Jay, just go with what you know, like go with what your strengths are, and being in the right place on defense is just what he does. He took a big charge in the middle of the lane that could have been 2 points for them. He took about 5 to that by himself, and I think that's what he decided to. You know, offense wasn't working, so he said, let me affect the game on the defensive side, and I think that's what he did. You don't see it in the stat sheet, but those kind of players win championships, and that right there was credit to him. And so, you know, we see a different style of basketball on Friday. That was definitely a competitive game, you know, for us to come out with it. I tell them all the time, rebounds and free throws, that's what it comes down to win championships. I've been doing this a long time, and, you know, it's exciting to see these young guys because we bring everybody back, but 2 guys, and to do it all over again after this tournament is over. Hopefully we come out victorious.
All right, thank you. And lastly, Nasir Best there, he hit 2 clutch free throws to give you guys the lead there. Like, how impressed are you with the way that he's able to respond in this environment when it comes down to the last moments?
Well, we had some different type of practices, very loud. So what I mean is that we shot free throws all week, about maybe like 200 each, because I'm like, in the Roosevelt game we missed 15, and we can't do that. You know, these type of games you need every point, and it just came down to that. I knew that he was going to make them. I knew that he was ready for that. I told him, I said, beginning of the game is going to come down, you know, to you being smart and being where you're supposed to be, and he was. He caught the ball, and the pass could have gone anyway. He caught it, and he made his free throws. And so shouts out to him, man. He's been strong for us all year since we made the change for him to the point guard, and, you know, that's 14 out of 15 games. So that shows credit of what he brings to the team.
All right, well, good luck Friday, and I'll see you guys Sunday because I won't be there Friday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Coach, good job. Thank you very much. Appreciate your time. Hey, you had over 100 live viewers, Coach. Hey, let's how much? Over 100. That's pretty good. All right, hey, you guys did a really, really good job. Oh, we haven't turned it off yet.
Liza Lindblom on film.
Molly Goldwasser on camera.
Something that happened, just so you know,
Nathaniel and Gabe.
Okay. When this was hit over, when this knocked over, it pegged